Find comfort in tonight's story as it leads you to a peaceful night. The Tale of Orchid and Lotus, A Journey of Patience. This story is about a young girl named Orchid and her chipmunk companion Lotus, who embark on a journey to nurture a barren patch of earth into a beautiful flower through patience and care. It was a young girl with sparkling eyes and a gentle heart, living in a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and meandering rivers. She had a special bond with nature, often spending hours wandering through emerald forests, where sunlight danced between leaves. Her favorite spot was a secluded glen where wildflowers bloomed in vibrant colors, and it was here that she found her dear friend, Lotus the chipmunk. Lotus was a spirited little creature, with a bushy tail and glistening fur the color of autumn leaves. Every morning, he greeted Orchid with tiny chirps and playful antics, and together they shared many adventures in their woodland paradise. On crisp autumn day, Orchid and Lotus stumbled upon a curious patch of earth in their beloved glen. It looked barren and lifeless, surrounded by the vibrant flora flourishing round it. This sight puzzled them, and they pondered the mystery that lay before them. To mind to their helpless thought has potential. Beasto keep kneeling down to touch the soil with tender fingers. Alphas with bright inquisitive eyes staggered closer to inspect the barren earth. Perhaps it just needs some special care, I suggested Lotus, flicking his tail with optimism. They decided to embark on a journey of nurturing the patch back to life. Orchid carefully brought water from the nearby brook in a small wooden bucket, while Lotus enthusiastically scattered seeds they had collected from the forest. Every day, they visited the patch, tending to it with patience, kindness, and a belief that beauty could emerge from the most unlikely places. The days turned into weeks as the chill of autumn deepened, yet Orchid and Lotus never missed a day at their patch. They watched as dew transformed into frost, but still, they nurtured their little plot with unwavering hope. Their patience was a melody that played softly in the background of their serene life. Then one morning, as the first light of dawn kissed the earth, they discovered the tiniest sprout pushing its way through the soil. It was an event so magical that their hearts sang with joy. Orchid's eyes sparkled with delight, and Lotus did a jubilant dance, his tail waving gleefully in the air. As the sprout grew, autumn's chill gave way to winter's embrace, and the glen transformed into a wonderland of shimmering ice and snow. Yet the little plant thrived under the devoted care of Orchid and Lotus. As the seasons changed, and time flowed like the nearby river, the sprout blossomed into the most beautiful flower in the glen, a testament to patience and nurturing love. The vibrant petals were a stunning ray of colors, painting the glen with hues of wonder. The transformation of their barren patch was a miraculous sight to behold, admired by all creatures who visited the glen. Lotus and Lotus stood proudly beside their creation, feeling at peace and fulfilled, for their journey taught them that patience was a true form of magic, weaving life in places once forgotten. Their friendship deepened through this shared endeavor, a bond woven with threads of faith, diligence, and love. And from that day forward, the glen became a symbol of hope and beauty, forever cherished by the village folk and the woodland creatures. As night finally fell, the glen glowed softly under the moonlight, a serene testament to their patient journey, and a gentle lullaby whispered through the breeze. Another gentle journey awaits. Violet's blossoming friendship with Nymphia. This story is about Violet's unique friendship with a snake named Nymphia, and how their mutual acts of sharing teach a village the beauty of connecting with nature. In a quaint little village surrounded by gentle hills and flowering meadows, there lived a tender-hearted girl named Violet. Violet had always cherished the quiet and profound beauty of nature, spending most of her days wandering through the verdant fields, marveling at the various colors and fragrances that each season brought. In one sunny morning, as she explored the banks of the winding creek that gently snaked through the landscape, she stumbled upon a peculiar sight, a gathering of snakes, basking lazily in the warmth of the sunlight. Unlike most people who might feel fear at such a scene, Violet was captivated by their iridescent scales, shimmering like precious jewels. Among this gathering was a particularly striking snake with scales as green as nymphaeolids, which Violet found unimaginably beautiful and named her Nymphea. From that day forth, Violet and Nymphea formed an unusual friendship. A bond that was forged not only through shared appreciation of nature's beauty, but also through the act of sharing itself. Violet would bring handfuls of juicy berries, sweetened by the sun, to offer to Nymphea, who in turn demonstrated her own acts of sharing by guiding Violet to secret spots along the creek where wildflowers grew in vibrant abundance. As the bond between them strengthened, Violet learned from Nymphea the nonverbal communication, understanding that some friendships need no words. Nymphea taught her to recognize the rustle of leaves that signaled the change of seasons and the whispering wind that told of coming rain. Violet, on the other hand, shared stories of the village folk, tales that made the snake understand the warmth of human companionship. Their sharing moved beyond just berries and flowers to the sharing of wisdom and experiences, a testament to the idea that sharing is more than just giving and taking. It's about understanding and growing together. This harmonious relationship attracted the attention of other villagers, who began to see the value in sharing not just with other humans, but with creatures of all kinds. Violet's heart blossomed with joy, knowing that through her friendship with Nymphea, she had taught others a valuable lesson about the beauty of sharing. And so under the canopy of stars that night, Violet dreamt of endless adventures with her newfound friend, knowing the world was vastly more beautiful when shared. Let's begin another chapter in tonight's journey. Snowdrop and Ophelia, a tale of fairness. This story is about Snowdrop, who learns the true essence of fairness through a mystical journey with Ophelia, the cosmic traveler. In the sleepy village of Elder Grove, where snowflakes danced like stars in the night sky, lived a gentle soul named Snowdrop. Hair as white as the winter moon and eyes as bright as the northern lights, she possessed a kindness that warmed the chilliest hearts. For days were spent tending to the forest animals, ensuring fairness in their small, interwoven lives. Her life changed one evening when she encountered Ophelia, the cosmic traveler, wrapped in a cloak woven from threads of starlight. Ophelia was a mystical figure, with eyes like molten gold and a smile that promised adventure. He came from the realms beyond the mortal stars, existing in infinite worlds where balance and fairness held the universe together. The Snowdrop first met Ophelia under the elder oak, a tree that whispered ancient secrets and bore witness to countless tales of the land. She was drawn to him, not by the shimmer of his attire, but by the aura of fairness that surrounded him, an energy tangible and soothing. Heterozytes quarrel over food when there's enough for everyone, Snowdrop asked, her innocent voice filled with genuine curiosity. Ophelia, amused by her pure spirit, replied to all fairness must be taught, nurtured and understood. Dear Snowdrop, just as the stars share their brilliance with the night. Together, they embarked on a journey through Elder Grove, visiting meadows where foxes played and streams where fish darted, with carefree joy. Ophelia showed Snowdrop how creatures of different nature could coexist if fairness was the guiding principle. He introduced her to the language of the cosmos, revealing the harmony that existed when all things were balanced. As the days passed, Snowdrop learned that fairness was not merely dividing equally but understanding what each soul needed to thrive. For her heart grew with this wisdom, becoming a beacon of fairness in the village. People sought her counsel, and even the forest animals seemed to speak with her in unprecedented reverence. One particularly frosty morning, Achillea prepared to leave Elder Grove, his cloak shimmering with echoes of distant galaxies. Welcome, Mater. As Snowdrop's voice held a hint of sadness, yet gratitude brimmed in her eyes. "Shall whenever fairness falters and hearts need guidance, I shall return, dear one," Achillea promised, his words wrapping round her like a hopeful embrace. As he disappeared into the ethereal light, Snowdrop knew he had bestowed upon her the greatest lesson, the enduring power of fairness. A village thrived under Snowdrop's tutelage, where fairness was taught in every home and practiced in every life. Snowdrop continued to speak to the elder oak, her tales and teachings carried by the winds, forever altering Eldero's destiny. The village, like the cosmos Achillea traversed, became a testament to the harmony achieved when fairness prevailed. Let's move gently into another comforting story. Harmony in the Moonlit Forest. This story is about Salvia and Iris who meet in the moonlit forest, sharing a harmony that bridges the wisdom of nature with human kindness. Deep within the embrace of the moonlit forest, a serene landscape unfolded where Salvia, a gentle-hearted girl, wandered under the silvery glow. The forest, alive with the whispers of nature, provided both solace and adventure, where the rustling leaves sang a lullaby to those who listened. Salvia wore a softly woven dress that seemed to dance with each step she took, matching the tender sway of the forest around her. As she moved deeper, her senses tingled with the rich tapestry of sounds, the chirping of crickets, the gentle hoot of owls, and the distant call of a wolf, woven together in a symphony of wilderness charm. Fate's fountain spirit was akin to the morning mist that settled quietly, yet left a lasting shimmer as daylight kissed each dew-kissed leaf. In this magical expanse looked Iris, an owl of profound wisdom with feathers as brilliant as the night sky itself. Iris had eyes that gleamed like polished onyx, reflecting the moon's luminescence and mirroring the depths of the forest's ancient tales. Tonight, Iris decided to venture from her favorite perch atop an ancient oak tree to meet a gentle-hearted girl known for her ability to harmonize with forest creatures. The owl had watched Salvia's presence like a gentle breeze that never disturbed the forest's intricate balance, knowing her kindness and understanding of the symbiotic soul of life. With soft measured beats of her wings, Iris descended to a lower branch, her silhouette outlined by the moon's gentle embrace. Salvia noticed the soft rustling above, her eyes meeting the wise gaze of Iris as if destiny had orchestrated this meeting under the canopy of stars. The air around them seemed to pulse with life, an invisible thread of energy connecting the girl and the owl. Salvia smiled warmly, her heart swelling with joyful curiosity as Iris fluffed her feathers. They exchanged silent promises, trusting the mystical night to be their voice. Iris began to hum a soft tune, her voice smooth and resonant, like the quiet river that crept through the forest. Salvia responded by softly speaking the forest tongue she knew so well, words intertwined with the melody like water finding its path through ancient rocks. Together, they consulted a harmonious ballad of understanding and friendship that set the trees swaying gently. The moon witnessed their communication, painting silver waves upon the forest floor, where shadows danced in their rhythm. Time passed unnoticed, their communion fostering ideas of coexistence and shared dreams. Words unspoken held power. Visions of futures, where all creatures live free beneath the same sky dance, like gleaming stars in their minds. Finally, Iris nodded in shared conviction, a newfound bond forming, bridging the wisdom of the night sky and the intentions of an earnest heart. A slow clearing blossomed with the spirit of harmony, leaving an imprint on both the forest and their souls. Salvia waved farewell to her new friend, knowing she was never alone in her quest for Uni. Her journey through the moonlit forest felt blessed now, as Iris flew back to her perch, carrying the essence of their shared melody into unknown tomorrows. The woods exhaled softly, embracing the echoes of their song, marking a night where nature and humanity found peace together. Good night, and may your dreams be filled with peace.